it's me, Erica. This is your Love and Hip Hop Season 5 Reunion Part 2 review. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, and let me know that you stopped by. I'm trying to fix this camera. Oh, sorry. All right. That's what happens when you wear, what is that, black all the time. So what's up, y'all? Go ahead and like, hit the thumbs up, hit it right now. Shit. Subscribe, hit the bell twice, hit that bitch twice. And then leave a comment if you want to send me suggestions for topics to discuss on Friday. I'm gonna pick like maybe 4 or 5 things to discuss that you guys may want to hear my opinion on. And you can send that to politeasfckpod@gmail.com. That's politeasfuckpod@gmail.com. No you and fuck. Not fuck you. Just fuck. So let's get to the reunion. So they end up where they left off with Moniece trying to get at Akbar because he said something about her being sick and she needed to lay down. And she's trying to get at him and throw a shoe at him, and they wasn't allowing it. But Bridget was asking Akbar a real ass question. And remember last week I said she was the only one that asked a real question about how he handled the situation with Teairra Mari. And asking him, since you like to take women who are broken, why would you take this broken woman and put her in an environment where people are not protecting her and don't respect her and don't even take her addiction into consideration? She was trying to ask real ass questions, but Nina, for some reason, I remembered her name this week. Nina wouldn't let Bridget ask the question. She stopped Bridget's line of questioning. Number one. Number two, and tried to act like it was just so much noise going on that she couldn't, and Bridget. No, Bridget was doing what you were supposed to be doing, Nina, is asking real questions, not doing your little one-liners and trying to do a play on words for television. We weren't interested in that. We wanted to know why this man who says that he likes to take women who are broken and who don't have fathers, basically women who don't have anybody protecting them. And so when a woman doesn't have anybody to protect them, a weak man will spot that and then take advantage of that and use that to his advantage and manipulate the situation, and then try to flip it around and say that the girl was addicted to him, which I don't believe that she was addicted to him, but she has an addictive personality. And she's codependent, and she's an alcoholic. So all of these things are factors. It wasn't that she was addicted to you, because last year she was addicted to Cisco. Before that, she was addicted to Ray J. Before that, she was addicted to another nigga. So she has an addictive personality. It's nothing, and the way that he likes to, or seemed to like to posture himself, it has nothing to do with you, Akbar, at all. It's all Teairra. But what you do is, when you brought this woman into your group, you were misleading, you were deceptive, and you didn't give her a chance to make a decision on whether or not she wanted to be involved in whatever it is that you got involved in. But she wouldn't let Nina would not let Bridget re-ask those questions, because they were real questions getting to the root of something. And I don't think that Nina's position is actually to get to the root of anything, but again, to just say little one-liners, to say little things where they're playing on words. I don't know if she made them up and she wants to get them out, but that's all Nina was doing. Nina wasn't asking no real questions. She was trying to be funny and trying to get her little one-liners out and her little play on words out. I was like, Nina, you don't need to come back. You just don't need to come back. And to be honest, I would put Bridget in that spot, because Bridget was really interviewing. Bridget was on some Yanla shit. She wanted to get to the matter. She spoke clearly. She asked her questions very clearly. She wanted to make sure that he understood what she was saying, and it was no backhanded shit. It was a question about your behavior and having a concern for how you handled a person who is clearly broken and who clearly has an addiction, and you're using that to your advantage and then exploiting the girl, which is problematic all in its own. And for anybody to sit up there and encourage Akbar is really problematic. Any woman encouraging, I can see men encouraging him, because you know, some men, they enjoy being able to manipulate and deceive women and hustle women. You know, they enjoy it, something that they get from that. It's a broken space within themselves as well, but more men encourage that behavior than women. But then there are some women who cheer it on. And I don't think Akbar needs to be cheered on. I don't think he needs to be encouraged. Alejandra was sitting up there lying. And even Nina was like, so you ready to go to jail for him? You catch a case? Well, I have to catch a case for somebody that I care about. You sound stupid as fuck. You sound stupid and brainwashed as fuck. You would take you would catch a case for someone else? Bitch, you are a dumb bitch. You're a dumb bitch. Don't you ever, never, ain't no nigga worth it ever. I don't give a fuck who he is. I don't give a goddamn who the fuck he is. No nigga is worth ever catching a case for. No man. None. No man. K. Michelle and Teairra Mari. K. Michelle was outside. I mean, at the end of the day, we didn't get to the bottom of Akbar and whatchamacallit shit. They basically were saying that, you know, did you want this 15 minutes of fame? And we're not giving it to you. Teairra was like, I'm not about to do this with them. They're sitting up here lying. You know, in conclusion, to like wrap them up, I don't believe that Teairra is done with Akbar. I want her to be done, and I want her, but like I said, and it's not just like, it's not so much him, but more of her. She has an addictive personality, and she sees something, and then he showed her something that, you know, he made her feel like different than what other people made her feel. So she's holding on to those bits and pieces, but all the way that he made you feel was dripping in deception. So it wasn't real anyway. So you're trying to hold on to something that wasn't even real from the beginning. So I hope Teairra gets help. I hope she really is in some kind of therapy, because she has an addiction and she's codependent. So she's likely to stick in a situation that's not benefiting her, which is unfortunate, but a lot of people do that. So that's sad. So Teairra Mari they were talking about the thing with K. Michelle and Akbar being on K. Michelle's live, and she was like, that's a grown man. I don't have anything against him. I don't have anything against Alejandra and Sade. Sade is my type of bitch. I'm trying to get with that bitch. That's what she was saying. I told you Sade was pretty. She just has that speech impediment. But Sade was up there looking real pretty, real chocolatey. K. Michelle was like, that's my kind. That's my type right there. And she was like, I don't want nothing to do with that, but I like her. I like her ass. I was like, okay, Kay. But she was telling Teairra Mari, I'm not trying, it ain't got to be no on-site with us, bitch. I'm from Detroit. You from Detroit and I'm from Memphis, bitch. I know we like to fight. It ain't got to be no on-site. And K. Michelle's apology to Teairra Mari was so real and so authentic and genuine. Like, I was like, okay, like, she was really like, that's how, like, bitch, I don't want no problem. It wasn't no backhanded compliments. It wasn't no backhanded apologies. Like the way that Princess apologized to Moniece, I don't like that. I didn't like the way that she apologized to her. Like, I did this to you because you did this to me. So are you really sorry? Would you have apologized if Moniece hadn't apologized? Like, I don't like Princess Love. I think she is a shallow, simple, low-level ass bitch. That jacket was tight though, but she's a low-level operating bitch, and that's the reason why Ray J is sticking with her, because she operates on such a low level. There's no reason for her to elevate the way that she thinks. There's no reason for her to grow as a woman. There's no reason for her to evolve. She's right where she is, and she's gonna be that same woman, and she's gonna stay that woman. I'm gonna see how it happens. I want to see if they're gonna bring up. I think they said that they were canceling Hollywood. I'm not sure. They do need to cancel it, because it's really a bunch of bullshit. Like, it really is. And something else that I was watching yesterday, I was like, this is some bullshit. I don't want to watch this shit anymore, but I forgot what it was. But that was a genuine apology from K. Michelle to Teairra Mari. Brooke and Marcus come out. Nina asked her, do you regret any of your actions? I regret hurting people. I don't know, like, I want to know, why were you doing that? She was like, a lot of shit was brought to me. I'm just a truth serum type of bitch. Are you? Are you a truth serum type of bitch, Brooke? Like, I didn't get it. Why did you insert yourself? She's like, a lot of shit was brought to me, because they knew you would carry it. They knew they know you're messy. So why not take it to Brooke Valentine? Her ass is gonna carry it. She gonna carry it for the sake of carrying it. We didn't. Brooke. They talked about the shit with Booby and saying that, does Booby still love Teairra Mari? I'm not Teairra Mari, but Brooke. Here's the thing, and I just want to touch on this really quickly, and I'm gonna move on. I don't like the idea that women and men carry that if a man is sticking up for a woman, that he wants to have sex with her. I think that is so bad, because it discourages men from standing up for women, because other men were like, nigga, you just trying to fuck. Don't back that girl up. Don't protect her when she needs it. Let her stand out here on her own. If a man positions himself to stand in front of a woman to protect her, other men and some women will say that the man is trying to have sex with her, or he has feelings for her, or he likes her. Why can't men just protect women on the sole fact that she's someone who needs protection in that moment, and you as a man are going to stand up and protect your counterpart? Why does it have to be like he wants to have sex with her? Why is that? And I noticed that when I used to be on Facebook, I noticed that anytime a man would even agree with an idea that may or may not have gone against a social construct or a collective idea, and the man agreed with the woman, people would assume that he was trying to fuck her. And not that fact that he liked the way that she thought, or liked that thought, or just simply liked what she was going to say. You would get men and women like, oh, he just trying to fuck, that's why he agrees with her. Why is that a parallel? Why does that have to be made? I don't get that. I don't understand it, and I think it's really, really a problem in our community that when somebody defends a woman, you're assuming that that man wants to have sex with her. We got to get out of that. That shit is over with. Like, can the guy just be like, she doesn't have a father, she doesn't have a brother, and you out here cheating on her, running around with women, have her out here looking crazy, have her out here looking a fool, making a fool out of herself? You're not protecting her. You're not supposed to allow her to come to be looking like this. You're not supposed to be doing or making any decisions or having any actions to where this woman is out here making herself look stupid. What are you doing? Now, yes, Brooke is her own woman. She's a grown woman. She could do what she wants. But she called Amber to a place where she was doing business to try and make her look stupid, and you're the common denominator. So why are you making this woman out here looking stupid? And then why, just because this man is coming to protect her and to stand up for her and to let you know that you're doing her wrong, why is it? Do you think he still has feelings for you? Do you think he's trying to fuck her? He has a fucking whole girlfriend, and no one, and I don't even want to say like, yeah, he has a girlfriend, so he can't possibly be in love with her. I just don't like the parallel to say that a man can't protect a woman without someone injecting the idea that he wants to have sex with her. I think it's bad. I think it's just a bad idea. She said, what did you do with Solo and Nikki? Nikki was like, he did not fuck me. He did not stick his penis in me. Unless you seen somebody's penis go in me, don't stop talking about my pussy. I'm like, yes, Nikki. She was like, I would not fuck you. And this, and you was just at my house 2 weeks ago. Then she tried to get Teairra Mari to say that she wasn't fucking him. She was like, I didn't see nothing. I don't know what's going on. So then Nina was like, are you guys just playing semantics? Like, did you not actually have, intercourse with him, but you had some level of sexual contact? Like, ask the real questions, Nina. You're not answering the questions. Like, I was like, Nina, what is your point? What is your point? Why are you here? Like, it was just all of these, like, Well, apparently Lyrica rode a safari that season. You know what I mean? Like, you're trying to do all of this play on words bullshit, and the shit is stupid. Like, it's useless, it's counterproductive, it doesn't get anything done. It really doesn't. Nikki was like, listen, I would want to fuck me too. So this nigga is lying on his dick, and at the end they eventually said, you know, that's my people's, you know, we're not going to not be friends or whatever. And Solo Lucci standing up saying that Nikki and him had sex proved to me that he wasn't telling the truth. I believe her. You know, I'm tired of us automatically believing men when they lie on their dicks just because they stand up and make a statement that they slept with somebody. I don't believe him. I believe Nikki. I believe Nikki until I'm otherwise disproven, or whatever the fuck the word is. Then I believe Nikki. I don't believe Solo Lucci. Amber and Brooke. Sean loves wig. Brooke. Bridget asked Margaret. Bridget was asking the real question. Bridget wanted to know, why are you fighting with Amber when we should be asking Marcus the questions? I'm like, Bridget, you need to be up here asking these questions. Nina did not want that. Nina Parker, Gossip Girl. You're not asking the right questions. How are you supposed to be a gossip girl and you're not getting to the root of the questions? You don't really want to get to the real of the question. She wants to keep it real surface and try to get laughs and shit. I don't know. What are you going to do? But Bridget was like, I don't know why we over here talking to Amber. You should be asking Marcus, why the fuck was, you know, why are you fucking with this girl? And then they tried to say that they wasn't fucking around, and if she did want to fuck with him, she would have fucked with him. Then Brooke said that the reason why she was okay with Marcus jumping around from girl to girl to girl is because she came from a situation, a poly situation is what she was trying to say. But it was like, because I wouldn't call Akbar's situation poly, because in a poly relationship, it's very honest and very transparent and very honorable. Like, people, they honor each other. They're very forthright. They're very transparent. That's a functioning, healthy poly relationship. What Akbar was doing was just basically, he gets joy because he's a narcissist, and he gets some level of joy by manipulating women, by believing he has some control over women. That's something within him, and I really believe he needs to be on Iyanla too. Like, Iyanla could come and she could talk to on some real shit. Iyanla can talk to all of them. Teairra, Brooke, Akbar, Moniece, all of them need some level of like therapy, no holds barred, real shit, like just to be called on. Because so what Iyanla does, and I don't always like her approach, but what she does is she injects, her Virgo ass will inject some logic and say, like, this doesn't even make sense, and put it in a way like, look at what you're doing, like to make you look at the whole situation from the outside, to make yourself step out of the situation and look into the situation. Because it's easy to be right here and to talk shit about all these women, but it's true life that there are people in this world who behave like this. And that's the reason why it's so important to like not dismiss these reality shows, because the behavior that's exhibited, whether the situations are contrived, the way that these people behave, that's something to analyze. That's something to look at, because these are not the only people in the world who behave like that. These are not the only people in the world who are in deceptive poly relationships. They're not the only people in the world where a man he spots a weak woman and he decides to deceive her and manipulate her. There's a lot of people like that. So it doesn't do us any interest into like pushing these people to the side and talking completely down on them, but to be like, let's understand the behavior pattern and let's talk about why people behave like this. Teairra has a serious problem. Akbar has a serious problem. Alejandra and Sade, I don't know about Sade didn't say much, but Alejandra, all that talking she was doing, you got a problem. You have a serious problem. For you to sit up there and say that you would take the rap, you sit up there at the damn press conference talking about, I did it. I was there when she sent it. You lying. You don't even make sense. Your story doesn't even make sense. That's what Teairra was like. It don't even make sense. But I'm with Bridget. Bridget's like, let's ask the real motherfucking questions on how these men are behaving with these women. Brooke and Marcus, they talked about them and their wedding situation. And, you know, Marcus kept saying, that's my woman, that's my woman. Yeah, you feel like that's your woman, but she can't go out and be with whoever she wants to be with, but you're able to be with whoever you want to be with. And that is not a balanced partnership. It's not balanced in the least. It doesn't make any sense. So yeah, that's your woman, but she probably, they said Brooke is out there doing her own thing. So I hope that she is out there doing her own thing. I hope that she's not waiting around for Marcus to sling his dick all over Hollywood and then decide to come back to her and stick his raggedy ass dick in you. So I don't know what the point is. I don't know what the I don't know what the issue is. I don't know why they're not asking the real questions. I didn't get it. K. Michelle and Paris. Paris was standing out there. K. Michelle told Paris, I raised you. I found you online on Twitter. So was Paris really the assistant for Keisha Cole? And that's how she knows Booby? Was that after K. Michelle? And why aren't you still her assistant now? What happened with that? I didn't like that Paris was trying to minimize what she did. She kept saying it was $50. Okay, if it was $5 and it went up to $300 and they showed the paper, fraud. You using her card. Well, and it's like, I raised you. I could have claimed you on my fucking taxes. That's how much I was taking care of you. And for you to steal from me, but you're thinking we're best friends and I have your codes and stuff, that it's okay. No, you have my codes and stuff. That's like me giving somebody my password to say, if anything ever happens to me, here's my password for my accounts. But I'm alive and you in my accounts fucking around and sending people messages and shit and transferring money and shit. Bitch, no, that's not the purpose. The purpose for you to have my shit is if I'm unable to get to it, you'll have it. Not for you to go in and start buying shit, bitch. What the fuck is wrong with you? And I don't give a fuck if it was a goddamn blow pop. I don't care. You took from that girl. When you take something from someone and don't have their permission, that is stealing. I don't care how you put it on there, how much you try to minimize. It was just. I don't give a fuck if it was just what it was. Whatever it was, Paris, you stole from that girl. K. Michelle was like, I'm not having it. You hefty thief. You hefty thief. I thought we was best friends. So you take from your best friend. So whoever's out there who is best friends with Paris, check your accounts, bitch. Check your motherfucking accounts. Because she feels if you best friends, she can go in your account and buy shit for herself. Order Uber Eats over again. Order Uber Eats all the time. You so stupid, Paris. That blonde wig was a mess. Everything else was pretty on you. She could have went a little darker with the blonde. It was too much. I thought we were best friends. She was like, bitch, I would have bought you a 2-burger meal. If you was hungry and wanted a burger, I would have bought you 2 burgers, bitch. And K. Michelle, that's probably why K. Michelle so hurt, because she was like, bitch, you didn't have to take from me. I would have bought you whatever the fuck you wanted. And that's what, but see, Paris comes from her mentality is different. For her to believe that it was okay and it was just $50, she feels like she was justified in that. She feels like it was okay for her to do that because of you guys were best friends, is what she kept saying. I was like, what, bitch? K. Michelle was like, K. Michelle would have left if she didn't have to perform. She kept trying to leave in the back, via remote, via satellite, in the hallway. K. Michelle was all over that goddamn studio, but she couldn't leave because you had to perform, bitch. Moniece and Princess. Moniece says, I realized I was wrong in what I said. It's wrong to say something about an unborn child and this and that, and they gave each other hugs. But I don't believe that Princess would have apologized if Moniece hadn't apologized. Moniece was truly the bigger person and was genuine in being the bigger person. There's some people who want to say, I'm going to be the bigger person, but then they're real like, facetious with their apologies. They're real backhanded with their apologies. They don't really mean it. They just want to come off as the bigger person. It doesn't. Are you gonna get over? What you gonna do? She wasn't the bigger person. She said she apologized by saying, I did what I did because of what you did. No, you guys have been fucked up to Moniece and her family. All of y'all have. And that's the bottom line. And she's done with it. But they gave each other hugs. You know, even the security was like, hold up, because I don't know what y'all doing. Y'all like to walk up to people and act like you hugging them and then hit their ass. That's how all the fights really should start, is to act like you about to hug someone and then stole on their damn ass. But y'all want to act like you want to start fighting 20 feet away from each other to give the security guards time to separate you. That's what Booby was like, y'all on some fake shit. This shit is fake. What else? I'm a mother, so I get it. Shut up, Princess. Shut your stupid ass up. Now you're a mother, you get it. They said they trying for other babies. They're gonna try for another baby. You're gonna be stuck. I'm trying to tell you. That shit with Ray J ain't about to last. I'm sorry. I don't like to, you know, call things out on people's relationship, but that shit ain't gonna last. That shit is not gonna last. But Princess, you don't have nothing to fall back on. You don't sing. You don't rap, you don't write, you don't act. Who the fuck is Princess Love? Who is she? Was she like an Instagram model? Like, where did we find her? Like, where did she come from? Honestly, can somebody tell me where the fuck Princess Love came from? Where did we find this girl? Ray J done pushed your ass in a pool and everything, girl. Anyway, that's all my time, y'all. I don't know if that was like, it was okay. Like I said, I think Nina Parker needs to be replaced. I think somebody from the show needs to ask the questions, because they know what questions to ask. Nina is too busy trying to be funny and trying to get her little one-liners in, and it's not productive at all. So hopefully next season or whatever. But New York is about to come. Joe Budden is going to be on there with Sin. It's all, and Remy and Papoose. It's all coupled up. Everybody is a couple, which I think is better. We get a different dynamic. Hopefully it's produced in a way that is productive for couples, so people can actually see couples and how they operate, how they communicate. You know, something like Married to Medicine. Hopefully they can make a theme out of this and make it a little bit more responsible. Hopefully. We'll see. We don't know. Anyways, guys, that's my time. See you all later, and take care of each other. Peace.